When I first picked up my Switch, if you're anything like me, first thing you bought and played with were the old school games. But something felt off. The OG Switch controllers felt fine, but, my hands still felt, nah. That's when this puppy comes in. The SN30 Pro. Hi, welcome to Neighborhood Geek, and this is my review of the SN30 Pro. Let's first start off on how it feels in the hands. If you ever held a SNES controller, it pretty much feels the same, except the addition of the joysticks, and it is also a tad bit thicker than the original, but no surprises there. Nonetheless, makes you feel right at home with those retro games. As for the build quality, it mainly consists of plastics and some rubber, but when you're holding it in your hands and playing with it, you can definitely tell that 8BitDo did not skimp out on the materials. The buttons press nicely and aren't loose in any way. The joysticks and D-pad are just how you'd expect them to be, and that shell, it ain't hollow either. Oh, and did I mention this charges via USB-C? That in itself is a plus. The main reason why I bought this controller was this: to play retro games how they were meant to be played. Sure, you could use a modern joystick, but to me, that just doesn't feel right. There's just something that feels right when you're playing those games when they were made in mind at the time for a D-pad, a directional pad. This is very apparent when you're playing on Nintendo's NES and SNES Library. If y'all don't know what that is, it comes with your Nintendo Online subscription, if you have that. Even in some modern games, this controller still works very well and brings that old feeling back. But then again, I might just be some nostalgic fart, so who knows. But don't get me wrong, there are moments when you're playing your standard 3D games, and yeah, that D-pad and where it's placed when you're using it just doesn't feel so right. Opposed to the Pro Controller and the Joy-Cons. Also, fun fact, before we move on to the cons, not only does this controller connect to your Switch, but it also can connect to your PC and Mac computers via Bluetooth. So not only is this a single-purpose controller, but a multi-purpose one. Cons. Honestly, there isn't much, for me at least, but I do want to mention that the controller does not have NFC support, so no amiibo connectivity, and if you're looking for something to have a grip for your palms, it isn't there. But they do have an alternative model if you're interested in that, the 8BitDo Pro 2. But for me, I prefer the compactness, and I actually like the look of the SN30 and SF30 Pro. So no really big deal breakers here for me. Plus, it sits nicely with my other Nintendo goodies. At the time of purchase, which was about $45, and having owned this controller for about a year now, I could definitely say that this was worth the buy. All the attention to detail, build quality, and ensuring it retains the feeling I'd expect really did show. And that itself is enough for me to look forward on what I should grab next from 8BitDo. And that'll be it. I hope y'all enjoyed my review, and what do you think? Are you someone that's fine with playing these types of games with a joystick, or are you like me and prefer a directional pad when gaming old school? Let me know down in the comments below. But before you leave, I just want to give a quick message to my subscribers and apologize that I've been gone for so long. I know, but I want to make it up to you guys and announce that I want to do maybe a school break of gaming or something like that, where I just play games over this holiday break and just to have fun, even though I won't be having a break, but a lot of people will, and I don't know, maybe it's just something for you guys to watch while you're celebrating the holidays. I don't know, just an idea. What do you guys think? Should I do it? Should I not? I'm thinking of actually doing it, so we'll see, where I just play some PC games or games on my Nintendo Switch. We'll see. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. Please leave me a thumbs up. It would mean a lot to me. And thanks again for watching Neighborhood Geek. I'll see y'all next time. Have a blessed day. Peace.